Hello everybody, Mr. Pilgrim here, coming at you with our third video in the Platinum Trophy Guide for Ender Magnolia. In the last video we'd gone through the tethered steeple here, as you can see. If I can show the map, I'll just fast travel to show you. As you can see though, we pretty much made a good dent in the exploration of this area, with a side area that we'll have to come back to later on. But from here we're basically going to be continuing on forward and heading into the next area. So without further ado, let's just jump right in. As you can see, it's pretty much going to be straightforward heading into the next area here. Nothing too crazy that stands out. But now we'll be at the Crimson Forest. Here we get to test our new ability that we got at the end of the last episode. And that is going to be the parry. Like so. As you can see, it is quite devastating. As you'll see though, for the most part, that in this area there's kind of a weird teleportation going on. And that is how you get around some of the rooms. And it can make navigating a little bit interesting, I'll say the least. Not weird, but just interesting. So for now, we'll just follow this path that I'm taking right here. It's a pretty straightforward path. And then we'll come out here to the main area here. As you'll see, we'll learn about new status ailments. And here we'll have our next save point. And we can interact with our characters, our homunculi, our friends. Now, like always, I'm going to be showing you guys how to navigate through each area in order to progress, get to the next boss, and all of that good jazz. So, I'll show you where to go. Alright, so from here we're going to come up to the left, and this is going to be the fastest way to progress through the Crimson Forest. Now, I would highly recommend just coming back and backtracking and fully exploring this area later on. But from here, you're just going to follow the path that I take. So we'll come on up and down, over to the left. Then instead of heading up, you'll want to drop down. Follow this. Come over here, drop down again. It's a little confusing, I know. But then from here, you're basically just going to follow this down. You'll have this teleporter here. You'll run past these steps, take this teleporter, then come through here. You'll come through this little cave right here with a teleporter. From here you'll basically just follow this path up. Don't take the teleporter, instead come around here over to the right. From here you'll climb up this broken bridge and you'll activate this little lever. Now from here we have to then get to that room, which I'll show you now. So from here we're going to take this, come over here. It's always the hardest part, trying to remember how to get directly back to where it is that we need to go. But while we're here, we'll come and grab this item. Some materials, because why not? But from here you're basically just going to drop down, come over here, and it's more or less a form of just backtracking, as we now need to just get back to the main room itself, as you'll see right here. So from the save area here, you're going to want to come up to the right instead. We'll quickly grab this item right here. An obsolete core. Then from here, we're basically more or less just going to go in a weird direction, but we're going to come off to the right. We're going to follow this path around. We'll head up here. Come over here. Instead of dropping down, you want to come over here to the left to take this area up. As you'll see, it's quite a lot, but you'll come and drop down here to the left. And then immediately come over here to the right is what will allow you to access that area we were just at. Now quickly before you do that, if you actually come over here and backtrack, you'll then be able to open up this shortcut gate right here, which leads back to the save area, as you'll see. So then from here we can just continue. If at any point you need to pause, because I do go kind of quickly through it, like I said, the area is a little bit confusing in some regards. But from here we can now head up, come over. You'll know you're in the right spot because you'll have a bunch of these wolves who aren't really doing anything. As you'll see. But now from here, we're going to proceed forward. Proceeding forward, you'll have a bunch of wolves and melee enemies that you'll have to deal with. For the most part, the area is straightforward, so it's not too hard to deal with. As you can see, there's these new obstacles that we'll have to kind of be eventually solving. We will get an upgrade on how to deal with them, so don't worry. Along the way, we'll grab that spy's note and then proceed forward. Like I said, it's not too much right now. While we're here though, we're going to quickly come up here. Make sure that you're running while doing this to get the most amount of distance. And we'll quickly grab this item up here, increasing our HP by 5. Then we'll just come all the way back. And proceed forward to our next little save area. Pretty nice. Like always, I'm going to skip the scenes. That way I don't ruin any of the story. And we'll see what abilities we can enhance. Now, as you'll see here, we have a new ability that is slightly different than what we have. That is the obsolete core that we got, which will allow us to change the version of our parry ability to a charge instead of a whip swing. So depending on what you like might determine what you go for. But we'll unlock it while we're at it. Once ready, we can now proceed forward and take on the next boss of the game. Like always, gonna skip the cutscenes. Here we have Veal the Crazed Wolf. He's got a bunch of moves that are pretty easy to dodge and are easy to parry, as you'll see. Nothing too crazy overall. Once phase 2 starts, he'll have these little lightning cages he'll try and put you in. They don't last forever, so don't worry. As you'll see. Then he has the lightning jump attack. You can dodge through the lightning. You don't have to stay in the actual cage itself, as you'll see. Once phase 3 starts though, is whenever things will get a little bit different. As you'll see. getting pretty close before it even starts. Once it does though, he'll then have a dash attack, which it's best to just jump over, I think. Still has the one attacks, as you'll see. In phase 3, the lightning is a little bit more. Nothing too crazy, like I said. You can also dodge through the dash. Oh, I mistimed that pretty terribly, as you'll see. But he still goes down. I'll skip the scene, of course. And you'll get your next trophy for beating him. Now here we can proceed forward into this unique village here. But now we have an upgrade to Hati's charge. This will allow us to break through the vines that I was talking about before. I'll give a demonstration now. You have to be running for a decent amount of time before it even activates though. Then from here we're just going to fully explore the area. Which, as you'll see, it can be a little bit difficult to maintain if you start running at the wrong time or jump a little too early. As you'll see, just like so. We'll grab some materials. And then we can just hop on down. We will have to come back for that flower, so don't worry. So now you're probably wondering, alright, well where do we go since we have this new ability? Don't worry, I'm going to show you. So as I'm sure you probably all remember, there's been a few spots early on in the game. Trying to find it. As you'll see right here, you have this growth that you can now use Hati's charge at the subterranean testing site ruins, which is where we're going to go next. Now from here you can basically just use this and run all the way to the left. And as you'll see, we can now head to the next area. But now I'm going to show you guys how to get to the next save point, and that's probably where I'm going to end this video. Proceeding forward, we have a few obstacles we'll have to deal with. As you'll see, these ice fissures spewing ice at us that can do a lot of damage. From here we'll have the information about the freeze status effect. Do note you can dodge through these, but when you're descending or ascending, it's best just to be patient and wait. Now from here we're basically just going to follow this all the way to the bottom real quick. As you'll see, you kind of have to be patient enough. Here you'll have a wall you'll need to break with Hati, and here you'll get some materials. But coming on back, we'll basically try and wait for the right moment to leave. From here we're then going to come up to the left. Not much to find over here, aside from enemies of course. Then from here you're basically going to want to just use Hati and the movement speed to climb on up. As you'll see. From here, if you play your cards just right, you'll be able to make it all the way across. Before that goes off, break the wall and get this charmed fragment to increase your HP by 5. Then following this path down to the left, and dropping down, we can head down here, and here we'll run into a familiar face. We'll get the mutated mineral, which is a quest item, a tattered note, and then we can drop down. As you'll see, we'll now be at the main weird area. For the most part. Now then, once back here at this area after not dying, don't know what you're talking about, we can come following the main path and then head down real quick to grab 2 items. One's just a note, which we need, and then we'll get a totem. Upon getting our first totem, we will then get a trophy, and then the next trophy related to totems is going to be after getting all of them. Coming up here off to the left is where we'll have our save point, as you'll see. And here we can equip our new totem. As you'll see, we come over here. Fully restores HP. It's not too bad. No carapaces though. But that is going to do it for this video. Like always, I am Mr. Pilgrim. I do hope these videos and guides are helpful or informative in any way, shape, or form. Like I said, I was hoping to just make it a lot easier and quicker to navigate through the Crimson Forest, just because a lot of it is very confusing, a lot of backtracking, and I figured it's just best to tackle it on once you have abilities that make it a lot easier to explore. Mainly movement abilities to help you get around or get back to an area that you've already gone through, but is connected to areas you haven't gotten to just yet. Like I said, it's definitely not the best designed area. If I haven't already said that, I'm saying it now. I wish it was more straightforward like the rest of the game. For the most part, the teleporting is an interesting thing, but I think the area overall is just a little bit too large and a little bit too confusing to figure out how to navigate if you don't know what you're doing. Like I said, I hope that this video helps you navigate it. If you want to explore the forest as much as you can, I'm not going to stop you. Obviously, my opinion's my opinion, and what you want to do is what you want to do. I'm just here to try and help you guys out. I hope I do, and I'll see you all in the next video.